How are y'all doing today? We're going to learn how to use our microscope. This is going to be a very useful tool when we study the cells. Now, first thing, whenever you are carrying it, you will hold it with a hand on the arm and a hand firmly underneath the base. This is a must whenever you're transporting your microscope. You always have to have two hands on the microscope. Now, a lot of students like to pick it up from the eyepiece. That's unacceptable in the lab. You have to grab it from the arm and the base. The reason why is the eyepiece can come off or slip, dropping the microscope and breaking it. Alright, a few ground rules. The microscope always stays on the table, and there's only one set of hands on the microscope at a time. Alright, now when you're starting off, you want to first plug in your microscope and make sure your light is functioning. If you look through it and it's completely dark, it's probably because the light hasn't actually came on. Now, you're going to want to turn this thing down to the smallest lens. It's also known as your low-powered lens. And then crank the microscope all the way down. You'll use the coarse adjustment knob to bring it all the way down. Now you can tell you're using the coarse adjustment knob whenever you can see the entire tube body move up and down. Okay. Once you have it there, you'll look through the eyepiece and you'll raise it up until it comes into focus. Now, once it's in focus, you may use the fine adjustment knob to touch it up just a little bit. Now, if you notice, when I use the fine adjustment knob, the entire tube body does not move, and that's very important. Alright, once you have it in focus, you will switch over to your medium power lens. The medium power lens is going to be the lens that is in between the high powered lens and the low powered lens. As you can see, it is smaller than the high powered lens, yet bigger than the low power lens. Alright, now once you're onto your medium power lens, you can no longer use the coarse adjustment knob. Once again, as I remind y'all on Friday, that's an automatic removal from the lab. You must use the fine adjustment knob. This is going to bring the slide back into focus. Usually as you change between lenses, it bumps it off just a little bit, so you'll give it a few twists until you can see the image clearly. Then, once you have it in focus, you'll switch to the high-powered lens. Now you'll notice each time you switch, the slide will get smaller and smaller, but the object you're seeing will appear bigger. You'll want to make sure it is centered before you switch to the high-powered lens. Now once you're on the high-powered lens, it is very, very important you do not use the coarse adjustment knob. Because as you can see right here, it's very close to the slide. In fact, if there was a glass slide here, you could actually move this lens into that slide. That will crack the slide and scratch the lens, making that lens useless. So, to bring it in focus, you'll use the fine adjustment knob. You'll turn it slowly until you can clearly see the image. And once you are finished, you'll turn it back to the low-powered objective and turn it all the way up. Alright, that's how you properly use our microscopes, and hope you'll have a good day.